Why should you play Runic for hire? Because you could draw 6 cards per turn, have crazy strong interaction during your opponent's turn, draw 6 cards per turn, banish your opponent's entire deck? Did I mention you can draw 6 cards? You want more? Fine, let me show you how this deck works. First, allow me to introduce you to the for hire archetype, which includes Rex, Beat, Philo, Dompa, Recon, Wiz, Rafali, Donna, and Folgo. Beat, Philo, Dompa, and Recon all share the same effect, to special summon one for hire monster from your hand, whilst Rex, Wiz, Rafali, and Folgo all have effects that they gain once summoned. But where the real meat of the cards lies is within their second effects. First, we have Rex. We love Rex. Rex is your best friend, and there is never a bad time to have him. On summon, you can search for any for hire spell or trap, and when in the graveyard, he can banish himself in order to special summon any for hire monster directly from the grave. The spells he searches for, Rookie and Mayhem, are both decently strong. Mayhem is a monster reborn for hire monsters only, and Rookie is able to tribute one monster you control in order to summon a for hire monster from the deck, who is either one level higher or lower than the tributed monster, meaning by himself he's able to start from very strong combos. Rex is without question the most important card for the archetype, so having more ways to access him is very beneficial. A card like Fossil Dig works perfectly, being able to add him to hand directly from the deck. Next up we have Beat. As mentioned, Beat shares the same effect of the majority of for hire monsters, being he can special summon one of them from the hand. But when one is summoned, he gains the effect of being able to search for any other for hire monster from the deck and adding it to hand. A simple yet strong direct searcher for the archetype. Next is Philo. This little guy has the same effect as the others, but also, when a for hire is summoned, you can bring back one for hire from the grave. A decently strong effect, which is grade of 1. Next up, we have Dompa and Recon. I've put these two together because they basically share the same effect, which is they can destroy one card on the field when a for hire is summoned. Dompa with face up and Recon with face down cards respectively. Arguably, Dompa is much better due to most cards being face up, but Recon can be very strong in certain scenarios, being able to remove the back row which for hires struggle to do. Both these cards play a very vital role in the deck's end goal, which we'll talk about later. Next we have Wiz and Rafali. These two work differently from the others. They cannot special summon monsters. Instead, they gain an effect on summon, but then have a quick effect negate that they can use by discarding a for hire card. Wiz negates spells, and Rafali negates monsters. When Wiz is special summoned, you gain 500 life points for every for hire monster you control. When Rafali is special summoned, you get to search the top of your deck up to the number of for hire monsters you control, add one of the cards to your hand, and shuffle the rest back. Rafali's effect is much better. Wiz's effect is essentially pointless, which is why many don't even run her. I personally run both at 1 copy, due to the spell negate she can provide, but without question, Rafali is a much stronger card. Still run him at 1 though, because his effect is a hard once per turn, so he can be quite bricky. Next are the 2 Link monsters, Donna and Folgo. These cards are amazing. Donna is a Link 2 that could do one of 2 effects. 1. By destroying one for hire monster you control, you can destroy an opponent's monster, which is a nice effect. But his second effect is where the real meat lies. You contribute a monster, then special summon one for hire from either your hand or your grave, but if the monster you tribute is a Link, you can special summon 2. Donna's effect is such a strong recursion tool and a great way to regain lost resources. I run 2 copies for that extra boost to consistency. And finally, we have Folgo. This Link 3 monster can special summon one for hire from the deck when it is Link summoned, which alone is a great effect. But that's not what makes him good. If one of your opponent's cards on the field are destroyed, you get to draw a card. But if you control 3 for hire monsters with different names, you could draw 2 more, meaning you could draw up to 3 cards. A crazy amount of draw power, and it is very easy to set up. That is why cards like Dompa and Recon are amazing, making it very simple to destroy your opponent's cards, either during your turn or their turn. But I bet you're wondering, Courtesy, I drew 3 cards, what am I supposed to do with them? Allow me to introduce you to Runic. Now before we proceed, if you decide to play Runic, people may not like you very much, but are we here to make friends? No! We're here to draw cards. This archetype consists of 8 quick play spells, 1 continuous, 1 field spell, and 5 extra deck monsters. The spells are Runic Fountain, which is by far the most important card of the deck, Tip, Destruction, Golden Droplet, Flashing Fire, Freezing Curses, Slumber, Smiting Storm, and Allure. Each of the quick play spells has an effect that is unique to them, but after the effect goes off, it forces the opponent to banish cards from the top of their deck. For instance, Tip allows you to search for any Runic card, then banishes 1. Destruction blows up a spell or trap, then banishes 4. And Freezing Curses negates an opponent's monster effect, then banishes 3. Each quick play shares the exact same effect, you special summon a runic fusion monster from your extra deck, which we'll get into later. First, we're going to talk about the best card here, Runic Fountain. Here's what it does. Firstly, you can now use your quick play spells from your hand instead of having to set them face down, meaning you can use them during your opponent's turn with minimal risk. Secondly, if you activate any runic quick play, you could shuffle up to 3 runic cards from your graveyard into the deck and then draw back that same amount. Fountain is insanely strong, giving you great recursion and impressive interruption. You're going to want to get to the card ASAP, and that's where the extra deck monsters come in. As mentioned, every one of the fusion runic monsters can be special summoned by any of the runic quick play, so they are extremely easy to get out. The extra deck monsters are Hugin, Munin, Freki, Jerry, and Sleipnir. The important ones though are Hugin and Jerry, and if you squint, Munin as well. Hugin is by far the best. Her effect is, on summon, you can discard a card and she can fetch the field spell. Insanely strong. Jerry can grab your field spell out of the graveyard if it just so happens to get destroyed, and Munin can fetch a continuous spell. However, Runic has one big drawback to its power. Whenever you use a Runic card, you forfeit your right to a battle phase, which in many instances can cost you an easy win. But for highest don't care. Combining both these strategies can allow you to easily draw up to 6 cards per turn, 3 from Fountain and 3 from Folgo, meaning you could simply drown out your opponent in pure card advantage. And your win condition? That can vary. Sometimes you could just banish your opponent's entire deck, or you can out-resource them to a point where you no longer need to use your runic cards and regain your battle phase. Honestly, this strategy is insanely fun, and if you would like to see it in action, I stream Yu-Gi-Oh! Over on Twitch. And to give you an idea as to what the deck is like, here is a match I had using the power of For Hire Runic. Yes, please. You guys are about to witness my ability to just be crazy this game. Let me go into Rafali. There's going to be a new main pack in a week. The Illusion Monsters one ends in 8 days. Oh, really? What? I didn't even know that. What type of deck theme are you playing right now? Theme? Like, as in, like, what's the goal of my deck? Because I guess this is just a deck that is meant to out-resource the opponent and slowly banish their deck away. Like, for example, look at all the cards I'm drawing. Without Maxi, by the way. I've done all this without using Maxi. Is the end? Is before the end of the main phase. I don't trust. I don't trust. Ah, crud. I don't. Wait, I feel like they're gonna. I should have bought Carrot. I think they're gonna friggin' whatchamacallit me. Oh no, that's what I meant to do. I meant to use friggin' Starter and bring out Carrot. No! I think I might be Bagooskud. Yeah, I think it's evenly. No! Listen to me! If they evenly match me. No, friend. Friend, listen. You battle